Well, Brent Venables has packed his bags and is in Norman, Oklahoma to coach the Sooners. And now it's looking like another one of Dabo Swinney's coordinators could be on the move. I'm being joined right now by Locked On ACC podcast host Candace Cooper. Candace, first, what in the world is going on right now? And then two, what are your thoughts on Tony Elliott possibly going to Virginia or Duke?
You know, they said that everything was going downhill for Clemson, but I did not think it was that bad. And apparently with both coordinators trying to find new homes, you never know what's going on over there in South Carolina. I'm a little nervous for the group. Is the empire, is everything coming to a close? I don't know. But I do say that Tony Elliott first was after Duke, had an in-person interview. They were feeling good about him. And then all of a sudden he's like, ooh, Virginia, shiny new toy. Bronco Mendenhall saying I might want to, or deciding to retire, and that looking a little sexier than Duke option. I don't blame him for wanting to take his talents to the Cavaliers. And so unfortunately for Clemson's sake, I think it's one of those things where when you finally have coaches that want to take the next step, you have to wish them well. But at the same time, to have it be in conference, it's always a little dicey.
Always. I mean, just looking at some things Tony Elliott has done, like Venables, he's a Broyles Award winner, has coached so many talented players that are playing at the next level right now. But he's also somebody who's been offered coaching jobs before and has turned them down to stay at Death Valley. Is it just the fact that, like you said, the Virginia job right now is just really, really enticing and that's why he really wants it? Or is this just a thing of he just wants to do something new and test out the head coaching waters?
Well, you know, the well could absolutely be running dry when it comes to just all of the studs that we're used to seeing at Clemson, right? And the fact that Venables was able to take that leap first, is almost easier to take the jump once you're the second person. And I think looking at Clemson's team this year, you know, the offense struggled, but more importantly, the defense was that stronghold. For have Venables leave, now there's a lot of questions. You don't know who's going to be your kind of Robin, your next two person next year as you're rolling through next year. So why not look elsewhere? And I think that's probably what Elliott wants to do. So kudos to him for, again, looking at jobs that, of course, blank slate on both sides from Duke and Virginia's sake. So you might as well take the jump at this time.
Max, and you know, get a couple extra.
It doesn't hurt. That Duke money is different. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't rich as well.
Facts. Well, my next question for you: if Elliott ends up taking a job at either Duke or Virginia, who do you think Dabo Swinney could call? Could he call a guy that just left the Panthers, well, got fired from the Panthers, and Joe Brady? Could he get him, or is there somebody else on the table, maybe even on staff right now at Clemson, that he would bring in and make his coordinator?
I definitely see Dabo being a guy that hires from within. He definitely has that sort of leadership to where he probably wants to promote just keeping the guys internal because they understand the system. But absolutely, why not give Joe Brady a look? I think it's a guy that brings fresh ideas, fresh energy. I know he didn't do as much as people alluded to at LSU, but I think having a Clemson where you're used to a certain winning mentality, it's always nice to just add that kind of element of a younger mind, fresher eyes to your staff. So it definitely could be a viable option for him. And it's very much right down the road.
Right down the road for sure. All right, Candace. Well, if people want to listen to the Locked On ACC podcast, how can they go about doing that? Talk to us about that.
Oh, no doubt. So you can listen at Locked On ACC. You can follow us on Twitter. You can subscribe on YouTube. We know we are building that up. You can see my lovely face now every single day, or wherever you get podcasts. We are available up to 30 minutes daily.